In 7 days from now, High Point University will be where the Big South Volleyball Championship is set. But first, we've got one more night of regular season action in the conference to sort out before we head to tournament play. Welcome into the Miller Center, everyone. I'm Jonah Weintraub. Happy you could join us for tonight's game between Radford and High Point, a rematch of the first Big South game for both of these teams in the season. High Point won that one in straight sets, and that's really the way that the season has gone for both of these teams. Both teams off to 2-1 starts in Big South play. 10-7 overall are the Buccaneers after they got swept last time out at USC Upstate. But despite the sweep, they are 10-7 on the year. That's 3 more wins than they had the entirety of 2024. And leading that turnaround for the Bucks is star senior Skylar Yates. Yates recorded her 1,000th career kill last week against UNC Asheville. She's top 5 on Charleston Southern in all 5 major statistical categories and leading the way in kills per set with 2.7 and then 28 aces. Doesn't just lead the Bucks, it leads the entire Big South. Someone to definitely watch out for the Buccaneers. And on the side of the Panthers, it's the reigning Big South Player of the Week. Elodie Lalonde, the sophomore out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, was named Big South Player of the Week with 37 kills in just 9 sets last week. She hit 387 during that span, way above her season average, and that earned her honors for the Big South Player of the Week. May Cordes again back there to handle the duties. Taken care of by Wake. Crawford ends the set. What a way to pick up kill number 13. Sutton on the set. And Kleska just has to push it over with 2 hands. Katojo. Lalonde. That's too easy. The Canadian connection strikes once again.
Popescu flat-footedly sends it over. Farrell has to dig it up on the second hit, so it's a free ball for the Golden Bears. The slide handled by the Demon Deacons. Farrell with the bump set. Crawford pounds it down and gets the point to go. 17-10 now as Paige Crawford picks up her 5th kill of the set.
Happy to be back in High Point as the surprise set over doesn't fool the Panthers. Lalonde back row attack. Ricochets off a pair of Buccaneers. And just like that, Lalonde back in the kill column. Make it a dozen for the sophomore. Lalonde typically does it from the outside, but goes middle right there. And Skylar Yates caught the brunt of it. Lagita slaps that one to the left side, taken care of by Notre Dame. Here's Gardy the other way, and it's blocked right back at her. That's Ivana Svetkovic, the freshman in the middle blocker out of Belgrade, Serbia. Only 6 sets played the entire year, comes into the start here and immediately makes an impact. It over. There's a slide, and there's a kill. Guess who? Maya Bukovkin. She eclipses the 200 mark on the season, and the freshman out of Ottawa continues her dominant rookie campaign. By Farrell, backline attack, and it sails to the stands. How about that from Paige Crawford? More known for those off-speed attacks, but that one was a rocket off of her right hand, and it went all the way into the 5th row. Willock fires it over to Kleska. Set up, Yates rotates off the fingertips and hits the hardwood. Point goes back to Charleston Southern. Way to execute out of the timeout. If you are Carrie Brown and her squad, this is the portion where you want the little bit of a mini run to put some game pressure on High Point. Still some room to play with for the Panthers, up 5. Morris de Libero sends it over. Willock. Katojo has to make a long track, and Boyne gets rejected at the net. But it's going to be last touched by Charleston Southern, and it went out of bounds, so the point goes to the Panthers. An unfortunate break right there for the Bucks. So here is Katojo on the serve. Does have 21 service errors on the season to just 5 aces. The freshman has been sensational, but the service line is a room for improvement area. As she gets it down that time, Kleska. And a point for the Buccaneers. That's the birthday girl again, Faith Birch, number 14. Birch averaging just under 2 kills per set, hitting nearly 200 on the season. The pair of big plays early on in this one. 15 serving, 20 Sutton back there for the Bucks. Just over the tape. Willock has to recenter. Boyne palms it. Too strong, out of bounds. Back-to-back points for the Bucks. Again, that game pressure, trying to apply that here. Now just a 4-point affair in set number 1. Sutton gets it over again. Katojo, one-hand set, slide, and kill. Maya Bukovkin. One hand, no problem for Remy Katojo, and the Canadian freshman connect on that big-time kill to make it 21-16. That is a ridiculous set by Katojo. Look at her. She's rightfully so excited. That was some nasty stuff. So now it's 21 serving 16 after that big-time swing. Sydney McKay gets it over. Free ball for the Panthers. Katojo, an easier set this time. Ella Grace Holloway just dumps it over. McKay tracks it down. Katojo again. Swing. And it's coming right towards us, out of bounds. Last touched by the Buccaneers. Elodie Lalonde gets the kill. Back to a 6-point advantage for the Panthers. Naya Martinez, the defensive specialist, comes into the game. Sophomore out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Crucial moment in this first set. McKay to Martinez. Sutton on the set. Big swing, and it's blocked. Point goes to High Point. Olivia Durka, the outside hitter for the Buccaneers, tried to get that one right down the middle, but was met by a forest of tall trees. 23 serving 16, McKay's third in a row. Takes a deep breath and gets it across. Sutton on the set. Durka will get the kill this time. Her swing ricochets off of the Panthers and goes towards the scorer's table. So not dead yet are the Buccaneers here in set number 1. 17 serving 23. Yates back there once again. Had 3 aces in the first set against USC Upstate. Has been held in check here so far today. Won't get an ace there. Katojo lofts it up. Ella Grace Holloway with a big swing, but it stays a joust at the net, and it goes back over to the Charleston Southern side of the court. Here is Durka, and it's going to be a point for the Buccaneers. Nice kill right there for Durka. A little bit of a run here late, trying to make a push at the end of the first set. Still High Point 2 points away.